LEX 18 News.
For information about how you can sign up for the program, just go to lex18.com.
It is going to be a different year with the holiday giving coming up, and do the best you can for everyone out there. Weather-wise, we're going to start putting you more in the holiday weather spirit. It's going to finally start getting chillier. We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes. Another fantastic day today. Boy, it was nice. And it's going to change. So here we go. MaxTrack Live Doppler. We're just past 6:15. Still rain generally to the west of I-75. Anderson County, pretty generous coverage of rain now throughout the entire county. Lawrenceburg, then going back out along the Parkway, going down 127 into Mercer County. Heavier shower between Harrodsburg and Perryville, looking down into Boyle County. We continue then to the southeast and through Lincoln County and Eubank there in northern part of Pulaski County, north of Science Hill. We've got a little light rain ongoing there as well. So rain and eventually some thunder with a cold front coming in. Said cold front will break the record-breaking streak. In the 8-day, it does look more like November. Today's high of 77 is not November-like. In fact, it was another record high today. Broke the old record of 76 from 2002. Third day in a row with records, 78 yesterday, 77 on Sunday. All go into our special book there in the back. So here is your surge of warmth. Even now up to Detroit, it's in the 70s. But look at the difference on one side of the front to the other. Chicago 73, Des Moines is 35. Cold air now invading on the Mississippi River there along with St. Louis. They've dropped from the 70s earlier today, but even St. Louis to Paducah, look at the differences there. That kind of contrast can lead to some severe weather, and there is indeed some up there. We'll take a look at that in just a sec as the cold continues progressing down the plains. So the cold for us, watch this. We start you at 7 a.m., so there is your line of warmth. That's the cold front. Pretty sharp demarcation line. You'll notice that we will spend in central Kentucky most of the day in the 50s. Your day may not begin that cool, but it will end that way. Eastern Kentucky, we're going to take a look at that in a little more detail in just a sec. So it has been wintry up here across the Midwest. Look at the snow flying Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa into Minnesota. Severe thunderstorm watches and eventually tornado watches up across northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin. They do have warnings in progress as well. Meanwhile, our first slug of rain is coming up. We'll see more of it assemble with the cold front. So let's take you on through the evening. We'll watch rain on the increase, and by 11 o'clock, pretty generous coverage from I-75 and west. Cold front gets in here tomorrow morning. As it does so, there is your wind shift, which will do its job. But the thing is, the front slows down during the day, so we're going to keep a good coverage of rain, especially east and south, throughout most of the day tomorrow. Meanwhile, Lexington and areas north and west, we should begin to dry out tomorrow afternoon. Then by Thursday, that high pressure does begin to build in and really does take hold. So a little detail. This is where it gets interesting. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, we're looking in southeastern Kentucky. Everybody's mild. There are at least some scattered showers around. We go to 10, 11 o'clock and noon. Okay, at noon or 11 o'clock, look at Hindman, Hazard, Hyden, all in the 70s. Meanwhile, Beattyville and McKee are in the upper 50s. Eventually, even with the rain continuing, the cold air does win, but a pretty generous coverage of rain is on the way tomorrow. We're looking at rainfall totals. Eastern Kentucky could approach an inch in some places. Meanwhile, in central Kentucky, quarter to a half for most. Increasing clouds, rain and thunder will arrive. A very warm night tonight, down to around 60. Tomorrow, the rain will taper off, and we thank our veterans tomorrow. Low 60s for the high, but that's early. Most of the days in the 50s. 60 on Thursday, upper 50s Friday. Saturday looks dry and in the low 60s with rain coming back on Sunday.